Hi, this is Eric Daly, and welcome to week 4 as I talk about operations and processes. Here are this week's learning outcomes. We will talk about what is operations management, importance of operations management, dimensions of quality management, the design process, process planning, steps to forecasting. What is operations management? Operations management designs, operates, and improves productive systems for getting work done. Operations management is concerned with planning, organizing, and supervising in the context of production, manufacturing, or the provisions of services. As such, it is delivery focused, ensuring that an organization successfully turns inputs to outputs in an efficient manner. The inputs themselves could represent anything from materials, equipment, and technology to human resources such as staff or workers. Importance of operations management. Well, there are strong parallels between the skills required for effective operations management and those needed in both logistics and supply chain management. One must be able to understand a series of processes within a company in order to get them to flow seamlessly. And in this sense, the role is directly related to supply chain management. Meanwhile, the coordination involved in setting up these processes in practice represents logistics, which is the combination of understanding and coordinating the work of a company, are therefore central to being a successful operations manager. Dimensions of quality management. Well, what is quality management? Quality management is the act of overseeing all activities and tasks needed to maintain a desired level of excellence. This includes creating and implementing quality planning and assurance, as well as quality control and quality improvement. Now here, we're going to talk about the dimensions of quality management. First, you have performance, which is the basic operating characteristics of a product. For example, how well a car handles or its gas mileage. Features, the extra item added to the basic features such as stereo CD or a leather interior car. Reliability, the probability that a product will operate properly within an expected time frame. Conformance, the degree to which a product meets pre-established standards. Durability, how long will the product last? Its lifespan before replacement. And then we have serviceability, the ease of getting repairs, the speed of repairs, and the courtesy and competence of the repair person. Then we have aesthetics, how a product looks, feels, sounds, smells, or tastes. Next comes safety, assurance that the customer will not suffer injury or harm from a product, and especially important consideration for automobiles. And other perceptions include subjective perceptions based on brand name, advertising, and like. The design process. Now, the design process begins with understanding the customer and actively identifying customer needs. Now, another way of design process is reverse engineering, which refers to dismantling and inspecting a competitor's product to look for design features that can be incorporated in your own product. Marketing takes the ideas that are generated and the customer needs that are identified from the first stage of the design process and formulates alternative product and service concept. Then we have preliminary design, is the first phase of the design process. A project manager is assigned to the project and will coordinate a series of meetings with users and the design team for information gathering. Process planning. Process planning encompasses the activities and functions to prepare a detailed set of plans and instructions to produce a part. The planning begins with engineering drawings, specifications, parts, or materials list, and a forecast of demand. Now here are some steps to process planning. First, we have to establish goals, identify resources, establish goal-related tasks, prioritize goals and tasks, create assignments and timelines, and establish evaluation methods. In this slide, we'll talk about steps to forecasting. Now, when it comes to forecasting, first you want to decide what to forecast. Remember that forecasts are made in order to plan for the future. And to do so, we have to decide what forecasts are actually needed. Then we have evaluate and analyze data. This step involves identifying what data are needed and what data are available. This will have a big impact on the selection of a forecasting model. For example, if you are predicting sales for a new product, you may not have historical sales information, which would limit your use of forecasting models that require quantitative data. Then we will plot data and identify patterns, select a forecast model, check for forecast accuracy, then determine if forecast is acceptable, adjust forecast based on qualitative information, and monitor your results. I posted some supplemental materials which will talk about basic steps to forecasting. There's another article that talks about lean manufacturing and service design tools and methods, which I think are pretty interesting to read. Discussion questions. Question number 1. How important is quality control? Is it just as important as service? Question number 2. How should productivity be measured? Should all organizations measure productivity the same way? And why? Question number 3. As a project manager, is it more important to lead or manage? And why? Thank you for listening and watching my video, and I look forward to talking to you in week 5.